What is up, everybody? It is I, the People's Machine. Welcome to another episode of the Gaming Roundtable, brought to you by our friends, Unpaid Gamers. Please check out Posthuman Guy's leisure play of the new game Immortal Vampire Wars. It looks pretty amazing, and I was on the fence about it. I haven't bought it, but I was watching some of his stuff, and man, the game looks like I'm going to have to buy it when I get paid next. It's looking pretty sweet. A cool, well-done strategy game, and by this new developer. It's looking great. Please check out the leisure play video that he has up there on Unpaid Gamers. And this is the Gaming Roundtable. Pull up a chair if you are able. Sit here at the table. Have you a nice cold one, which I'm having right now. This is Marvel's Avengers. This is Gaming Roundtables. It's Sunday night. It's the state of play. Okay, so let's go over a couple things real quick. I want to talk about recently Crystal Dynamics studio head Scott Amos. He had talking to some people and talking to IGN and a few other people. He basically issued a statement to them, Kotaku and a few others, and found out on Steam that it's only peaking on the player count about 2,000 a day, and some points dropping less than 1,000 on PS4 and Xbox. They don't really have the numbers, but it's actually much lower is what they figured out, and players are having a hard time getting to connect with people. They said there's some weeks ahead. They're getting some new Warzone missions, Tachyon Rifts, a new outpost, another hub area, some new story missions, and of course we're getting a couple characters, which I'm going to be addressing all of that. He said he's confident that people will come back to Marvel's Avengers. They're going to come back, everybody. Do you believe that? They're coming back. Okay, so I'm going to, in the words of Jim Cornette, I'm going to smarten up Scott Amos if he ever will watch this video. If anybody knows a way to get this to him, please get this to him. First of all, Scott, you're full of shit, okay? And I'm telling you that because, live service games aside, it took Star Wars Battlefront 2, or Battlefront, the new one or whatever, after all of its bullshit, like 2.5 years to get actually decent. Anthem, that got all all hell off on that, and we've seen how that turned out. There's nothing going on in that game. Because they dropped the ball so bad with the loot and other stuff, and did what you all did. You had some pretty good gameplay systems in place, but you fucked it up with everything else. With the live service, the story mode, for the most part, for Anthem was decent. Yours is way better, actually. It's a good story, but that's all you have. And your in-game content is terrible. People are reporting, hey, I did this 48 level hive and it crashed and I was screwed. Your last hotfix fixed 1,000 bugs. That's insane. That's how much you found it wrong in your game. But I'm not really going to talk about that so much because all games have bugs. Whatever. Just ask Bethesda in their games. Scott Amos, smarten you up here. You're not going to get anybody to come back to your game at this point. You're not. You know why? We've got the new COD coming out around the corner. This holiday season is pretty stacked, including with new systems in place. You think anybody's going to I'm going to re-download Avengers for my PS5 and Xbox Series X, whatever it's called. Is anybody really going to download that again and start all over, from scratch? And even if you could carry everything over, would you want to? And my point is that, you see, I did a video when this game came out, and I do like this game. I love playing as Thor. He's my favorite character in the Marvel Universe. I love playing as Cap, Iron Man. It's fun to play, but it's one of those small doses thing now that you get up so high. Here's another thing y'all probably didn't know. I have my Thor here at power level 105, 106, something like that. His experience level is over 30. Did you know that if I try to play some of the levels with AI buddies, I can't? Because none of the other Avengers you see here are leveled up to his. The AI bots are not just bots. They are the characters you play as. So I had to level. I just thought they were just coming along for the ride and helping out. No, they're your characters. So I can't even play any of the high-level stuff with my Thor. I have to level up everybody, or at least 3 characters, and that just takes a lot of time. Nobody's going to come back to your game because nobody came back to Anthem. Nobody, and even when Destiny started bleeding players, what kept that game alive wasn't because it went free to play. A lot of it had to do with people thought Activision, left and oh, now it's going to be great. No, we all found out that Bungie was really behind all that shit with the throttling of the XP and all that. But that's a video I already talked about. But here's the thing, Scott Amos. Nobody's going to come back to your game even if you just dump 20 characters in there right now. It's not going to happen. It's just not. 4% of the people who bought the game even maxed out all their characters. So less than that, 1 character. But no one's going to come back to your game. Look at Division 2. Division 2 is a really, really good game. There is still some bullet spongy enemies, but people were maxing their characters out after 3 weeks. That player base, I don't know how it is on the other systems or PC, on the PS4. There's like nobody's playing it. It is dead. There are more people playing Division 1. What does that tell you? I don't even know why. Division 2 is a better game, and I've tried to get on there and seen who's playing. Can't take over an hour to join somebody's game because nobody's playing the game. The player base is gone. Once you lose your player base, that's it. Now think about this game is, Avengers has all these microtransactions, right? That's what their bread and butter is with live service. If you have less than 2,000 people playing every day, do you think they're really buying a bunch of crap? Not to mention, your cost of everything is really high in the game. So grinding, again, you made the arbitrary grind shitty for rewards that aren't great. And I'm just talking about from the live service. The gameplay itself is solid. All the combos, the different powers, different abilities you get, it's really good. The leveling's fine. You feel when you play as Captain America, it feels like him. Thor, it feels like him. But that part and the story mode was excellent. But it's all the other stuff that's bad. Anthem lost its player base, and yes, we're getting this weird reboot thing. Maybe that's still up in the air. And even if that happens, do you think they're going to get it back? When like I said, Destiny bled a lot of players. But the reason that people kind of came back, not because of the free-to-play, and not even necessarily because Activision and Bungie split, a lot of it has to do because Destiny's gameplay, moment-to-moment gunplay, is probably one of the best in the first-person genre. It's just so good. When you can take a hand cannon and not really pay attention, but look at other stuff going on the screen and still headshot, like no-look headshots, because it's that accurate, that good, man, that's a good feeling. So even though they did lose players, but right now it's like 14 million people are playing it. And you think 2,000 or less people are going to support the Avengers game to where they're buying these microtransactions so you can do more for us? That's not going to happen. And nobody's going to come back. And even if they do, they might come back and peak a little bit, and you'll see, oh God, we gained another 500 people for some reason. Yeah, because you put in some hero that everybody wanted to play as. You'll probably get your player base back once Spider-Man is in the game. You'll at least get a bump. But you're not going to get 1 million players back. It's not going to happen. The player base in this game went from like a huge number to nothing in a month. That's sad, people. That's sad, Mr. Amos. Scott, you are an idiot if you think they'll come back. You know what's worse? In the near future, which sometime in October, into October, but it's going to be in October, we just don't know when, we're getting Clint Barton. Cool, we're getting Hawkeye. Guess what? I got to level him up now. And we're getting these new story missions that's like based around that. That's great. You know what else we're getting? We're getting Hawkeye. No, not Clint Barton Hawkeye. We're getting fucking Kate Bishop Young Avengers Hawkeye. We're getting 2 ranged archers, both named Hawkeye. We're getting Hawkeye. We're getting male Hawkeye. We're getting female Hawkeye. You're giving us, even if Kate Bishop has different skills, and different abilities, powers, what you will, trick arrows, whatever the fuck she's going to have. You're still giving us 2 archers. Why couldn't it have been Hawkeye Clint Barton? Oh, guess what? Surprise! Black Panther. The guy that played Black Panther in the movies just passed away tragically and sadly. Give us the Black Panther. That would be awesome. No, we're getting... I'm welcoming Clint Barton, right? Like from the MCU, we're getting Hawkeye. But you're giving us the girl Hawkeye. You're giving us 2 fucking Hawkeyes. Yeah, let me go play this Archer or this Archer. Give me a... come on. 2 Hawkeyes. Nobody gives a shit about Kate Bishop. Unless you're a diehard, like, Marvel or Avengers fan, the Young Avengers, which was just so stupid. You know, you gotta scroll, the Hulk boy. Come on, you just basically tried to make a young version of... You even got this guy that... no shield, but he's wearing Captain America goes... 2 Hawkeyes. What a fucking mud show. 2 Hawkeyes? That's... No. Even if... And I know the story will be good, because the stories have been good. The voice acting's good. Everything's good on that end. But yes, I want to play as Clint Barton, obviously. And hopefully they have some cool costumes. I hope they have some MCU costumes, but they probably won't get those, even though they have the fucking license. My point is, Kate, you're 2 Hawkeyes? Kate Bishop Hawkeye and Clint Barton Hawkeye. 2 Hawkeye. Now think 2 characters that, even though they might have different abilities and skills, are essentially the same fucking character. Oh, she has battle staves like Mockingbird. Oh, Clint Barton's wife? Why don't you just give us Mockingbird? I don't understand that. But you really think adding 2 characters that are very similar back into this game is going to fix and bring a couple 100,000 players coming back? No! No! It's not going to happen. You have lost your player base, and that's it. That's it. Do you know Anthem, when they came out with their Cataclysm thing, they had a spike of players, like 2,000-3,000 players came back because they're like, let's see what this is about. New story, let's check it out. Yep, still fucking Anthem. Story lasted for a couple hours, and then they left again. There's like no... You know, I play Anthem sometimes. I'm the only one. Sometimes I join a server. I'm the only one flying around in the entire server. That's it, just me. Like, fuck. And then you think people are going to come back to Avengers because you added 2 Hawkeyes? 2 of them? Because, come on. Not to mention your loot systems you're trying to fix. Because people are doing these 50th floor missions. And then they get to the end and they get commons. They don't even get anything good. You totally fucked up on the loot just like Anthem did. And it's such a shame because I fucking really like this game and its combat and the voice acting and the story, and I was really into it. I played it every night till it was beaten, and I just loved it. And I even like the different outfits and different things. You're telling me... it's just... Oh my God. Scott Amos, you are a fucking idiot. You are so stupid if you think the players are going to come back. He says, let's see here, well as new heroes, missions, and modes. He also noted that loot distribution and quality of life features are on the way to address feedback from players. You know what? Fuck you. Because you can't say they're on the way and then you don't even give us a roadmap. On the way could mean fuck all. It could mean anything at this point. On the way? Features are on the way? What does that mean? Does that mean next month? December? 2021? 2022? What the fuck does that mean? On the way. New loot distribution and quality of life features are on the way. Loot distribution don't mean shit to me. Because you don't explain what the fuck that... I understand what distribution, the word, means. What the fuck does that mean, Scott? Come on. I'm trying to smarten you up. You're not going to get your people back. He also says, we are confident. Scott Amos, says, we are confident that we will see PC players, as well as those on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, return to the game as we add exciting new late-game content and demonstrate that we continue to be focused on improving the game. Right. No, not happening. Not gonna happen. Your player base is gone. That's it. It's gone. They're not going to come back. You will see, I guarantee you will see a small little spike when you launch Hawkeye Clint Barton. Nobody gives a shit about Bishop. And you will see a spike when Spider-Man shows up, because people fucking love Spider-Man. Insomniac Spider-Man was an amazing game. You will see that. You will see that. I'm really holding out for Doctor Strange. But anyway, my point is, Scott Amos, if you think for 1 minute you're the studio head of Chris, if you just look around at the playing field, look at Division 2 with its lack of everything, look at with its player base gone, look at, Anthem, look at all this stuff. You made the same mistakes as BioWare, and you really, 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 really think for 1 minute that you're going to all of a sudden get 100,000, 600,000, a million players back. It's not going to happen. Historically, it doesn't happen. And as I said earlier, yes, Destiny lost a lot of players, but they still have 14 million players. They might have a little less. I haven't looked at the numbers. That might be a completely inaccurate number because I didn't look into it. But that's the last time I had read about it. But its gameplay was solid. And its loot drops consistent. It took them, 5 years to get there. But my point is, you think, great, 2 Hawkeyes. Hey, everybody come back. It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. Once your player base leaves your game, they have moved on. Not they haven't moved on and they're not playing anything and they're just waiting around going like, yeah, I wish that Crystal Dynamics would put some stuff in their game. I can't wait to load that fucking thing back up. No. You know what they're doing? They're anticipating the next Call of Duty. They're anticipating, the next seasons of Battlefield. They are anticipating the other games that are coming out. Cyberpunk. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Stuff coming on the new systems and the old systems they own now. They are focusing on what's coming out in the next... It's fucking October. Last couple years ago was Broke-tober. This year not so much, but we're heading into Broke-timber and Broke-December or whatever, where all kinds of cool shit comes out. Once Cyberpunk hits, it's over. Ain't nobody playing this fucking game. I won't be playing the game, right? No fucking way. Just like they thought, hey, Bethesda with their live service game, Fallout 76, yes, they had a spike in players, a fairly decent one because they added NPCs and added some stuff and did some stuff, and the game is much better. But guess what? The last time I played it, which was a month ago, I'm like, hey, let's play some Fallout 76. Cool, they improved all this stuff. Look at these cool NPCs. Go on the map. 5 people are playing in the middle of the afternoon on a Saturday. Oh, it's me and 4 other people. Entire fucking map. Yep. Once they lost the player base, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you add to the game or improve it. You can put, and I told you all, I said this in the Avengers video, if you do not put out heroes quickly, 1 a month, 2 a month, whatever you're doing, you're going to lose people. Because guess what? We're getting Clint Barton Hawkeye, and we're getting Kate Bishop Hawkeye. 2 fucking Hawkeyes. I bet money that we will not see another hero until next year, Spider-Man. You know why? Because they're microtransactions. They're not making any money. They have less than 2,000 people playing day to day. It's going to get worse. When Cyberpunk comes out and Spider-Man Miles Morales comes out and all the other stuff comes out, not to mention the plethora of some really cool indie titles coming out, your game is fucked, people. It's over. If Avengers, they said, will be played for years to come. Bullshit. You know that's bullshit. Scott Amos, you are so full of yourself if you think for 1 fucking minute that you're going to all of a sudden get hundreds of thousands of people to come back to your game because, you know, like you said, you talked about these new Tachyon Rifts and Warzone mission and new outposts and new story missions in the future and Ames cloning lab, and you know what? When is that coming? You know, roadmap. Nobody, you haven't even told us when the shit's coming. And I still can't, and I know, I keep pointing this out. 2 fucking Hawkeyes. You're giving us a male Hawkeye and a female Hawkeye. We only need fucking one. We need Clint Barton. We don't, and that's nothing against females. If you want to give us a female, give us goddamn fucking Captain Marvel. That's what you should give us. Focus on the people that showed up on the MCU. Better yet, how about doing some missions and fucking put Thanos in it? Just something. Tired of fighting AIM and robots. 2 Hawkeyes. Give me a fucking break. Hopefully this video you've been enjoying, because I know you might have thought I was going to play this, but I had to talk about this stuff because I read this article and I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I have played so many live service games over the years. Division 1, Division 2, Destiny, Final Fantasy 15. Well, 15, Final Fantasy, like, as a live service game is pretty much awesome, but it's very single player focused. That's why it works. And everything else is Anthem, $60. Fuck, I'm wasting my money. Fucking Division 2. Wow, look at this. I got it for like $30. 100 gig game, all this content, man. It spiked back up with the thing of New York. You went back to New York and fought the warlords, but that was about it. Nobody's playing it now. There's hardly anybody playing that game. I don't know about PC and Xbox, but on PS4, no, it's not happening. I'm telling you, 2 Hawkeyes. I can't get over that. You're giving us 2 of the same basic character. Oh, but different skills. No, same character. Scott Amos, you know, I hope the game is successful. I love your story mode. I love playing the game. Like, the gameplay is so good in this. It's solid. I love when you start unlocking skills. There's really long chain combos, some cool stuff you can do. But this whole thing about saying we'll get new heroes out and new loot distribution and new quality life features are on the way, and that's all you can give us, on the way. What does that tell me? Nothing. That could be in December. That could be... No. Once Spider-Man Miles Morales comes out, once Cyberpunk comes out, once some of these other games that are come out, you're fucked. There's no way you should believe that your player base is going to come back. No way it's going to happen. Fucking Avengers is a fucking it's just such a shit show. And it's such a shame. Because I really like it. As far as its story mode is amazing. Its gameplay is so much fun. I play as Thor. I feel like I'm playing as the God of Thunder. It's great. But all the other stuff, you all fucking drop the fucking ball so bad. So bad. You're not getting your player base back. That's just that. And you better accept it. And which is a shame, because all the potential, I don't foresee us playing any other characters after Hawkeye and Spider-Man. It would be great to see Stephen Strange in this, Captain Marvel in this. You know, those characters, Black Panther, Winter Soldier, maybe some of the Guardians of the Galaxy show up. That would be great. It's probably not going to happen. If you really want to play the better Avengers game, folks, let's see here. Go in for, I think it's $5, maybe 10. Go just download on PS4 Marvel Ultimate Alliance or Ultimate Alliance 2, or hell, man, Lego Marvel Superheroes 1 and or 2. No, Avengers, Lego Avengers. There you go. It has like 100 characters in that, in an open world, and Spider-Man characters on top of that. So that'd be my suggestion at this point. And it's a shame, because so much of this game I really like, and that whole live service stuff that Shoot Horde in, yeah, mistake, bad mistake. You're not getting your players back. It's not going to happen. Thank you for giving us Hawkeye. 2 of them. Thank you for that. That's exactly what I wanted, to play as young Avenger Kate Bishop, who's also Hawkeye. Fuck you. That's so bullshit. Jeez. Well, anyway, this has been the Gaming Roundtable. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to my rant about this player base, about Scott Amos. I'm trying to smarten up a little bit to how this stuff works. We've seen it too many times. Live service games living and dying by their player base. It's going to be another example of that. I appreciate you listening and joining in. Please check us out. Subscribe to the People's Machines Gaming Roundtable on YouTube through the Unpaid Gamers. Check out Posthuman Guy on Unpaid Gamers. A leisure play of Immortal Realms Vampire Wars. Really cool looking game. A game that I didn't really write off, but was really on the fence about. I was like, $50, don't know. You know how strategy games are sometimes on the console. It looks great. He's loving it. And I'm probably going to pick it up now, just watching the vids. Check out Post-Human Guy, Leisure Play of Immortal Realms Vampire Wars. I'm going to try to come back tonight with an episode to talk a little bit about, and I didn't get a chance to do this. I meant to do this, but PlayStation's server was fucked up, and it wouldn't let me record nothing. I had like some 30 seconds is all I could record. I had to delete those off YouTube with Death Trap, World of Van Helsing. I would like to finally talk about that game if Sony's servers are cooperating tonight. And again, thank you for joining in. I am the People's Machine, telling you the way it is. And this has been the episode of Gaming Roundtable State of Play, Marvel's Avengers. Look forward to some more State of Plays, as it's going to be a new series I'm doing on my channel through Unpaid Gamers. And thank you for tuning in. And as always, gamers, good gaming.